Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Sanders. He's got space.
I should have clicked off now.
Great blocking on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a first hookup with his own through tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4.
Okay,
at the 21-yard line.
I don't know what you said. I am on
the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, Dallas Clark, he's a bread and butter guy, and he shows you why there.
I've always liked bread and butter. Always.
Who doesn't like bread and butter?
That's why I love that description. I love that description, though, because that's what you want to go to, right? Something.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Jackson out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Bone. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And past the 30.
What did you say?
30.
Hey.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1st down, Vick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
Michael Vick, how'd you miss that? Oh, my God.
Defense first and he will score.
What'd you say?
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Vinatieri now for the point after.
Me too. Love you.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
You got this.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
Come
Make some
big
better
for me.
decisions on this drive, and they'll settle back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been two drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Baby, get this W.
Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They will indeed go for it. Vick.
What kind of a throw was
And
that?
this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
LOL.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was.
On offense, just run jet sweeps and WR reverse touch passes.
And he got there.
I couldn't see that thing. I had to check your message. Let's just run jet sweeps.
Back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And he will score.
How do you get to the
touchdown, Tampa
play that you
Bay.
just said?
Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Okay.
And it's now 21-7.
Jet sweeps are an outside run.
I know.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the
I've
touchdown.
never tried the before.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh,
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Those
And
players
last
that don't
time we
have
saw
it.
them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
I don't
2
have
minutes
that
remaining in this 1st half of football.
Change to Ravens playbook.
No, man. For sure, I can't do the middle of the game, of course. Anyway, I don't want the Ravens playbook. I don't need that playbook.
We remind you that coming up at
Hey,
halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Oh.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no
They have
cutback lane to be
2-0
found
trick
whatsoever. 2nd but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Vic readies to throw. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And Vic's throw there incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yo. I think we're gonna have to do this.
Please try Ravens playbook.
The Bucs offense set to
I already
begin
tried
their
it,
next
I don't like
possession.
it.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good size lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Did you do a Bo Peep
Ball
Zone
up to
bubble?
the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it's caught. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Next,
2 big plays in succession.
the
Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
The time's not running, buddy.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Muscles him off. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check it back.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Hi, babe.
Come on, fellas.
Pinch my
The
goat.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would,
Where
because
are my
if they were
corners?
confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Don't
They've got to
stream
be
invite
confident
me
about
to a
what they're
share
presenting
play.
and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of... Offense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run down with Bo Jackson. And nothing doing here.